I'm wondering if y'all got the same smoke for all of these skeletoid looking folks and Orange Man supporters running up and down the grill. I wonder if you got the same smoke for them, or you just come up under my channel with your frustration. Hey y'all, how y'all doing? It's me, mochamoizelle. Welcome back to my channel. If you've been here, welcome. If you're new, for a first timer. So I would like to wish y'all a very, very, very happy new year. I'm a few weeks late, but still, happy new year. I hope it's been beautiful so far. Hope everything's been great, grand, and everything that you ever wished for. So let's see, what's new with Mocha? Um, well, if y'all didn't know, your girl was featured in Buzzfeed. Hold on, I gotta do my rich auntie flex real quick. Yes, featured in Buzzfeed. Yes, me along with some other women who have made the move outside of their countries, their native countries. So yes, I am feeling myself slightly. Thank you, thank you. I'll take autographs afterwards. So today's video, I'm going to kind of address some of the pushback or not so good feedback that I had about moving to Jamaica. But for the most part, people have been super supportive and helpful and just really making this a great experience so far. But there are still conversations that need to be had. And just from people, some people from back at home, some people in Jamaica, some people who probably ain't never set foot in Jamaica had something to say. Anyway, so first of all, I'm going to give my idea of a Blaxit. So my idea of a Blaxit is basically black people creating their happiness wherever they see fit. So for the most part, black people in the U.S. And so I've heard in the U.K. as well, and other predominantly European countries, a quality of life, a decent quality of life has been mostly unattainable or unsustainable for a lot of black folks. So that's why a lot of us are basically trying to leave. We're realizing that this is kind of no getting out of the rat race unless you just get out of the rat race. Like you say you don't want it anymore, and you cut your ties with it. So some people had, were questioning, well, if you wanted to do a Blaxit, why did you choose Jamaica? Because of like some of the issues in Jamaica, some of like the cultural differences and things like that. And I didn't come to Jamaica expecting like this black utopia. Don't expect a black utopia anywhere that has been touched by slavery and colonialism. Like, don't expect it. Like, you can probably get closer to it, but to think, just everything is gonna be, super, what your idea of a black utopia will fits within your idea of what a black utopia would be. Don't expect that. You have to adjust your expectations, of course, but you also need to understand, like, there are still certain logics in place people still find it necessary to function certain ways. So you have to create your own utopia. I'm creating my utopia in a place that's predominantly black. That's my utopia for me. I want to escape whiteness as much as I can. Not to say that you will be completely out of it, but you do what you can and you make your adjustments from there. And it's also the conundrum that people have, like, you come to America to make money, that's where, the milk and honey is, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And this is, I guess, from our lack of understanding from a historical standpoint. So America and, the UK, well, most places in the UK, these places function under a capitalistic structure. And most countries are, mimicking that, or they're trying to obtain the structure that has been set as a precedent by America and so forth. So you will have to come to the understanding that it wasn't always that way. America and any other place was once upon a time just a piece of land. So capitalism was created through slavery and colonialism. This is the present structure that we function under today, capitalism, and it was created and evolved under slavery and colonialism, initially as us being the capital. So with us being the capital, okay, we were the ones who created the wealth for these people to then dictate, who has access to it. And technically we are still the capital. So capitalism can only function with a population of people to exploit. There has to be a population of people to exploit in order for capitalism to work. So as long as there are people who are poor, just predominantly black people, don't have access to what is deemed as a quality of life or wealth or etc., which is mostly black people, capitalism will always exist as long as we keep within that notion that this is how we're supposed to live and function. So with us being the capital, okay, we created this wealth, and now they are able to, because that wealth was generated, they are now able to say, okay, we already have the wealth, but we need you to come and further develop us or continue to keep our wealth flowing, okay, so that we can remain here and you can remain here. That's typically how this works, and that's typically, it's my people's them, y'all, don't mind it. That's typically what we've come to know as existence, okay? So when you find it necessary to move to America, or when you find it necessary to think, America is the standard, what's happening is you continue to further develop these countries, and the countries that you migrate from, or the countries that are deemed as third world or whatever you want to call it, the proper terminology for it, those places continue to be not necessarily underdeveloped, but they're not reaching a level of development because everybody is taking their labor and brain power to these places to further develop these places and leave, whatever is there. So I don't find it necessary to function under capitalism, and so that's where a lot of us are like, we just don't know how to exist outside of it. So that's not something that's important to me. I understand it as a means of survival. Yes, people want to survive, people want to live comfortably. But at least for the most part, understand the cycle that you're in. Like, this is it's a cycle. Like, this is continuously how this is going to happen. This is how we've been set under these structures for so many years and don't know how to get out of it because this is the only thing that we've known or understand how to exist. So essentially, they need us more than we need them, but we would never understand that. This is the only way they're able to continue. So as long as they have a population of people to exploit for cheap labor and are able to exploit resources because they have generated the wealth to do so, because the people are poor and they want the money. You see this cycle, okay? That's the only way it continues to happen. So I don't know. I mean, you can't escape it entirely, but at least for the most part, you can have some type of understanding of it. And then after there's this tension between African Americans and Black Caribbeans and continental Africans. And again, it's a product of colonialism and slavery. Some people are commenting and not saying it directly, but it's that sense of I get identified as America first. So you're making comments or whatever saying that, oh, y'all Americans think y'all can just go wherever and, whenever things get tough, then you can just hop back to your country or whatever. And I don't know why you are frustrated with me for that reason. I can't do nothing about NASA dropping my folks off in America. Like, I don't know what you want me to do about that. Like, I can't do nothing about it. I can do something about it now. I'm sweating, child. I had to turn my fan off because it was making too much noise and y'all wouldn't be able to hear me, so. Anyway, I can't do nothing about that. So a lot of it is misplaced frustration, and I understand that it seems that I'm privileged to be able to up and move as I please, but there's a big difference between somebody I'm gonna just go and live wherever because I can, as opposed to people trying to escape toxic situations. Like, and some people, America was the place for them to escape. I'm trying to get out, or I made it. I left. I got out. So, and I understand there's like this concept, and a lot of us, we bring our ideals with us because we've been conditioned in America. So I understand it, but at the same time, like, dang, at least get my perspective or something first before you go making those generalized comments, please. And I'm wondering if y'all got the same smoke for all of these skeletoid looking folks and Orange Man supporters running up and down the grill. I wonder if you got the same smoke for them, or you just come up under my channel with your frustrations. Y'all mad at me, but then anyway. So it's just conversations that we need to start having and hashing out. And just like the lack of understanding of why someone will leave like that. I am not the first person that has left America or the first black person that has moved to Jamaica. There's a bunch of us here. I didn't, know, but there's I'm not the first one. So again, people are just perplexed. Like, people been coming to Jamaica. And again, I'm wondering if the same pressure is applied to other ethnicities. Because I don't think so. I highly doubt that y'all going to these other folks that ain't black and ask, why you moving here? Ain't nobody asking that question. They just assume that they're appreciated and welcome here. I'm gonna assume that, again, from what I've seen. So they ain't coming here to twiddle their thumbs And they ain't coming here to sit here and be friendly with y'all. They coming here because they recognize the potential of Jamaica, or they recognize what they have access to in Jamaica regarding their privileges and things like that. They recognize that they can come here and exploit the labor force and not pay them nothing, basically, and make bank off of Jamaica like that. They ain't coming here to be one out of many people with y'all. I'm sorry if I got the slogan wrong, but that's what people throw at me when I address it. But anyway, that's how I feel about that. So historically, just look at who has benefited from Jamaica. So if it has not been the black population that has benefited from Jamaica, and it's mostly the black population that has to leave Jamaica to create any type of wealth or foundation for themselves, those are things you need to look at historically as to why. But again, there are conversations to be had. So if you are a black person and you are looking to move to Jamaica, I highly recommend that you join Black Expats in Jamaica. It is a wonderful resource, and it's a lot of great people who've been here for a while, people who are native Jamaicans, trying to make this thing work for the black identifying population of Jamaica. So yeah, that's all I got for y'all today. That's my little rant, so to speak. Love y'all. Hope you have a wonderful day, evening, or whatever. Again, make sure that you follow me on Instagram, okay? Make sure you subscribe. Please hit that notification button. And again, comment below what you think, how you feel. And I'll see y'all next time. I got to turn this fan on. Whew. All right. Love y'all. Bye.